A church can begin to rethink discipleship by thinking in terms of a mathematical equation, according to James White. He says, when it comes to life change, Christians have a tendency, knowingly or not, to write out the formula something like this. Salvation plus time plus will plus individual application equals life change. Salvation plus time plus will plus individual application equals life change. And this formula, if you move forward one more, this formula is based on 4 assumptions that many Christians have made. The first one is life change happens at salvation. Life change happens at salvation. In other words, you go down to the altar, you pray, and poof, you become a new person. You become, now, don't get me wrong, you become a saved person. Your eternal destiny is taken care of then and there forever. But all of the things that you've learned over the years don't just disappear. The old habits, the old desires, they're still going to be there. There was a comedian who came to the United States from Russia named Yakov Smirnoff. You heard of him? Maybe you've heard him before. He used to do a lot of commercials. He said when he first came to the United States from Russia, he wasn't prepared for the variety of instant products that he found. He said, I went to the grocery store for the first time and I saw powdered milk. Milk in the powder. He said, you add water, boom, you have milk. And I went back the next time, he said, and I saw powdered orange juice. You add water to this powder and poof, you have orange juice. He said, do you know the next time I went to the grocery store, I happened upon a bottle of baby powder. He said, I thought to myself, what a country. Well, I mean, really, one of the most basic assumptions that's made about life change for the Christian is that it happens instantly, that it happens at the moment of salvation. According to this belief, someone gives their heart to Christ, and they're instantly, immediately changed throughout in the most in-depth ways, that they're suddenly the Christian that God wants them to be. Their attitude, their character, their habits, their desires all change. And if that's the case, then disciples are not trained, but they are born. They're not made, but they are instantly created. So that's the first assumption most churches operate on. The second is that life change continues naturally over time. While most Christians believe that life change happens instantly at the moment of salvation, there are still many people who believe that for those who haven't had that life change, just give it time. Just give it time. Keep going to church and give it time. It'll sink in. It's kind of like you get it by osmosis. It'll sink in. Faith can't help but grow over time. And as a result, people say, if we could just fill the seats, people will be discipled. People will grow in their faith just by being present.